Welcome to 108 Gate, where we are looking at the current readings of the current energies with the specific word cute. Cute. Now, we want to have, well, usually we have easy and fluffy kind of connotations with the word cute, but at the same time, there's another side. There's always another side to it. That's the whole yin yang of it. That's the whole point of yin yang. So the reading right now is how to actually utilize the higher end of cute, but acknowledge first the lower end of cute. And what I mean by that is, have there been times where the cuteness of something or the overlooking the not so cuteness has been occurring because of focusing on just the cuteness, similar to not looking at when alarm bells are kind of ringing or the warning bells are ringing about something, but you kind of overlook it because someone bats their eyelids in a particular way or someone does some small gesture in a particular way. Therefore you look over the important stuff and just focus on the cuteness, therefore not so cute. And looking at that in an acute manner. And what I mean by that is looking at the details of it, looking at the smaller parts of it, which are then, you kind of takes you off track. Before you know it, you can't remember why you ended up in a certain situation. Where was that? Because you were looking at the cuteness, the perceived cuteness, rather than the actual reality of a situation. Interesting vibe, interesting energy, empowering is the most important if you look at it truthfully. Renewal, time to begin again, stronger and better. There you go. So what I said earlier just now was how it takes you off track. When you acknowledge the certain times that situation has occurred or has been happening, that is an opportunity for you to reclaim yourself, reclaim your strength, reclaim your path to where you are heading, as opposed to where you've been pushed or cajoled into. Reclaim your stance, reclaim your ambition, reclaim your intuition, reclaim your instinct, reclaim your intention. There's so much coming up. Like, I picked those from the fields nearby yesterday and they felt really rejuvenating and energizing. Said thank you for like giving such a pop, but really some of those are classed as weeds, some of those are classed as a pest in the garden or poison to some species or to some people or whatever it is. It's like you can't eat a lot of that, you can't eat certain things, but your eyes can feast on it. Your eyes can go with the sacral, the certain colours that are igniting and rejuvenating the eyes, the senses. Looking at the cuteness doesn't mean you can eat it. The cuteness of this rose is quite the massive bush of roses that we had to pull down. Instead of just letting it go, get the parts that we can actually utilise and can look at it for a while. It's cute, but it doesn't mean I'm going to eat it. It doesn't mean I'm going to only sit here and stand here and waste my time just looking at the roses. It's appreciating them every time my eyes go past them. Where has cuteness from someone demanded more of you than you should have given? Where has it distracted you from where you were heading? You can hear that again. If you need to, go back 15 seconds or 30 seconds and listen to that part again. Where has cuteness distracted you from where you're heading? Where has cuteness distracted you from where your actual intentions are? And that flowers thing is probably not a really good analogy, but I think you get my point. Like, you can get distracted by pretty things, but I appreciate the flowers for what they are, but it doesn't mean I get consumed by the flowers. The flowers are not demanding anything from me. When it comes to relationships, when it comes to people, when it comes to doing things in a way that includes others. Where are those people hindering because of batting their eyelids at? So, oh, come on, let's just go and do this instead, when you know you've got a priority to complete something else. And because of being cajoled, being batting their eyelids or saying the correct thing in a certain way that's not actually correct for you in that moment, but you kind of get wound off your path. You need to come back on renewal with self. Having that discipline to say, not this time. Having that discipline to say, you know what, I can do A, B and C, but I can't do D, E and P. Having those boundaries, having those ways of identifying when someone's doing that to you, so you can actually protect yourself from it, so you can utilise it in a way that's for your higher good. Like, you know it's there. Is it genuine or is it not genuine? Is it actually a sincere expression of, I want you to come with me and do this, I want you to be included in this? Or is it someone just pulling you back from somewhere that you need to be, or what you need to be doing, because it benefits them, it benefits them for you to be available to them, rather than you being left to do what you got to do, and then they kind of don't benefit from that. I know, for some of you that's going to make sense. Reclaiming your cuteness, reclaiming your ability to say yes and no when you need to. Okay, interesting, it wants to be going one at a time. Mexican Marigold renewal. So we've got 7 cups. 7 cups feel very, very confused. So, oh, wow, yeah. See, there's so much going on in this reading. It's quite substantial. So that thing of having options, that thing of having choices, that thing of having it's like it's not balanced. This is on some level balanced. Someone doing their own thing, someone doing their own thing, and then in there where you can actually come together. So this has not got the usual energy of 7 of Cups. You find that balance. You fulfill yourself on each level, and the other party, whoever it is, it could be a mentor, a teacher, a parent, a student, or something's on the other side of it. It could be a project, it could be whatever it is, to come in harmony together into the middle cup, so that both sides are investing, both sides are coming together to form that healthier big cup, putting resources together that can be combined together, that can be brought together to create something worthwhile and of value, rather than someone having to give in their whole third cup or second cup, and then this one keeping their own cup, and then that one being a sacrifice. This does feel like there's some kind of equality, and in the middle, that's where the extra resources that are available can be brought together, can be shared to create something quite substantial and significantly beautiful. There you go. It's really popping out right now. Page of Coins. So bringing in something, and it's going to bring that, feels like it's that cup there. It felt very, very sure. The energy felt very sure. So get that one first, then the masculine energy. And I've mentioned the yin yang in this one, which I haven't done in a long time. Getting that balance of the yin yang, the feminine and masculine. I've said this before on the last channel. Within you, then it starts coming out, and you see the masculine and the feminine balancing out elsewhere. So within yourself, where are you depleting yourself? Where are you needing to bring back your resources, or acknowledge where you are giving way too much? Therefore, so you are aware, therefore, and so you can be aware of where you can add something of value to something else, and be part of that bigger cup, be part of the bigger picture. But at the same time, you have to have a different perspective, a new perspective, bring in that new perspective of what it actually means and takes to invest appropriately. That's the word that seems really strong for this. It's like appropriate investment, not just putting all in. It's all or nothing. It's appropriate investment in the correct spaces. There you go. Therefore, emotionally, where are you appropriately invested? So physically and emotionally. This Page of Cups came in the last reading. Hawk. Check it out if you haven't checked it out. Bringing in new emotion into new situations. This one is now, once you understand the last reading and you've worked through some of the energies of the last reading, Hawk. And remember, you can work through some of these videos more than once, more than a few times, because when you come back to them, the meanings shift and change. What you listen to, what you hear, what you see, it shifts and change. Hence, me not dating them, they're just literally a playlist. Do subscribe and check them out if you're new to the channel, because there are people that have come back and mentioned that how it's empowered them just to have a different perspective on something. Doesn't mean you have to agree. If you disagree, usually, or bring up something where you can have a reason or a specific thought of why you don't agree. Therefore, reinforcing yourself, reinforcing your connection with yourself. And then if you do agree, you can explore that further. You win-win. And it's a free resource, so why not? Right, Page of Cups came in the last one. Definite. Right, so Three of Swords. This one comes in the same energy as it is for this pack, this deck, not normal ones. So one energy going this way, one energy going in, one energy going that way. So making sure that you are ready for multiple things coming at you, and it may be that you have only one hand to defend this side and only one hand to defend this side, but making sure that your awareness, renewal, spirituality is going to empower you. Renew your spirituality, connection with yourself, so it empowers you, so that you are ready. The size of that is significantly larger than that. It's time to connect with what you believe. So you having both sides covered, emotionally recharging this cup here, bringing in a different value of yourself for your masculine side. When you do that connection, when you have that connection, when you allow for, when you bring in that connection emotionally with your higher self, with your higher potential. So I'm going to get another oracle card, because that was quite an unusual reading considering what the word is, but at the same time it's when you've let cuteness from something else or of something else mislead you, essentially. Tiger Lily, security. Choose the safe harbour for now while you're figuring this out. Just step back a bit, step back and figure it out. Right, so for now, peace and love. See you soon, and do subscribe. Thanks.